Hello, people of the internet. I'm the Earth Nerd, and today there are a few things that I would officially like to say. Firstly, no, my hair is not dying. I just got out of the shower. My hair will never die. Don't quote me on that. Secondly, I want to apologize to everybody. I haven't like made a YouTube video in like decades now. And it's been a really long time, and I just wanted to apologize for that. Just thought that should be a topic that we talk about. Anyway, there's another thing I'd like to discuss, and it is very important to me. Firstly, before any accusations go flying all over the place, I am not gay. I happen to be a heterosexual male. However, I do know some people who are gay, and I'm close to some people who are gay. Plus, I'm an American, so equal rights is an important thing to me. Now, I just wanted to talk about why gay marriage should not be an illegal thing. And I'm going to interject a lot of opinions in here, but first, let's start with some solid facts that we can look at and analyze. And I really apologize if everything's really crappy, because I got a crappy setup and no good technology. Look at this. I'm using my keyboard as a stand for my phone camera, and next to it is my Chromebook, and that's all I really have to work with, so that's why the video sucks. Now, let's just for a moment, because we are the patriotic type, take a look at our Declaration of Independence. This is, of course, the famous paper that America, or the United States, sent to the United Kingdom because we were like, hey, we don't want to pay taxes for our tea. And they were like, oh, no, we don't like that. And we were like, listen, we're done. So, this is what we said, and I will do it in a marvelous voice. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. Now that's the first paragraph, and the first sentence, by the way, in the Declaration of Independence. The first paragraph is the first sentence, which is dumb, because in school they want me to write like 3 sentences per paragraph, which I don't actually have a problem with, but I'm complaining. Anyway, so there's not a lot of stuff to talk about there that has anything to do with this. I mean, there is a little bit, but I don't want to get into that. Okay. Now on to the second paragraph, and coincidentally, the second sentence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what I want to talk about there. The pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness is something that we all have a right to. All of us do. I have the right to the pursuit of happiness. You, assuming you're an American citizen and you go by these laws, because I'm not sure if you do, because my videos are mildly watched in other countries. I don't know. But assuming you're an American citizen, you have the right to the pursuit of happiness as well. That's a right that we have built into our society, and one of the things that makes us beautiful. So, let's talk about that. Now, the right to the pursuit of happiness. Everybody has the right to the pursuit of happiness, and I love that statement because it has some amazing things built into it. See, the right to the pursuit of happiness. Basically, what that means, and the reason why it's got some good things built into it, is that I am allowed to do things in my life that make me happy. I'm allowed to try to be happy. Now, the good things about the things built into that is that everyone else does as well, which means that there are some certain restrictions on that. If I am pursuing happiness in a way that makes me genuinely happy, I cannot do it in a way that restricts another from the pursuit of happiness. That's just something that's built in there. Now, I can't live, see, like, if it hypothetically would make me happy to go and kill everyone that I see, that would make me happy, right? That's my pursuit of happiness. That's my right. However, that's restricting them, the people I'm killing, and the families of the people that I'm killing, assuming they have families, and the loved ones of the people that I'm killing. That's restricting them from following that right. So let me try to explain this in a way that might make more sense, okay? So in a hypothetical country, let's talk about a hypothetical country. Let's take gay marriage out of this entirely. A hypothetical country where the government taxes everybody 10% of their money. 10%, okay? Now, the way that works, everybody is basically giving the same amount. And, like if I make $10, of course, I give them $1. If I make $100, I give them $10. If I make $1,000, I give them $100. I had to think about that one because I'm smart. Now, the thing is, that works because the government gets, even if it's only 10% of the public's money, their government still gets a lot of money because 10% of this guy's salary is like, let's say 10% of this guy's salary is like $1,000. 10% of that guy's salary is like $10. 10% of that guy's salary is like $800 kajillion million. The government gets a lot of money, and everybody gets a fair amount of money according to what job they do. And it makes sense, and it's fair, and it works. Now let's say in that country, the government turns around and says, okay guys, now we're going to change the rules. Now you get to keep 10% of your money and we're taking 90 because we like it that way. And the people are like, well, I don't like that. That's not fair. And the government's like, no, because you all get the same percentage of money as everybody else, and we get 90% of your money. Like, some people, the people who make $10 a day have like $1 a day to live on. That's ridiculous. That is the government, the people of the government pursuing their own happiness, but restricting the pursuit of happiness of the others. So let's just say that this country, since I didn't mention this before, let's just say that this country also, the people of this country have the right to the pursuit of happiness. That is the government. The people of the government are pursuing happiness, and that's their right. But they are taking the right to pursue happiness away from the citizens. And that's not their right. They don't have the right to do that. And they are getting much more benefit. Like, the society works better, and everyone overall gets more benefit out of this society than if the government is taking 90%. If the government is taking 90%, the government gets a ton of benefits. That's cool for the government, but what about the people? The people can't live, essentially. That's cool for the government, but the people can't live, because I like to repeat what I say. The other thing, like, that's not the other thing, this is still the same thing. That's ridiculous! That's dumb. And let's apply that to those who are opposed to gay marriage and those who are gay and want to be married. Okay, so now it's my personal opinion, and like, I have not researched this as much as I really probably should have to make this video, but this is my simple opinion. I believe that the reason gay marriage was never initially, like, a legal thing, in my opinion, of course, because I said it's my opinion, like, 7 times now, or something, I believe that it's because, like, the government just sort of, like, wrote down, like, okay, so, like, a man and a woman can get married. Okay, that's cool. Because they didn't consider the idea that a man and a man might want to get married, or a woman and a woman might want to get married. I think it was just like such an irregular thing at that time. They just didn't really consider it. It was just like, okay, yeah, a man and a woman can get married. That's cool. Whatever. That's fine. Let's do it. People can get married. Whatever. And then 2 guys were like, dude, people can get married. Let's get married because we love each other a lot. And some local authoritative figure who happened to be religious was just like, well, I don't like that. And they were like, why? And he was like, well, because God said. And they were like, well, we don't really care what God said because we're of a different religion, and that's another right that America gives us, is to have our own religion. That's like a thing for us Americans. I know that's not a thing for everybody else, but it's a thing for us. Is us. Now, like, I think the guy was like, but look here right there. It says a man and a woman can get married, so it's invalid. That's all I really think it is. I think it was just a technical invalidity, because it was just not thought of at the time when the law was written that it might be valid for a man and a man to get married. They just didn't really think about it. They were like, well, whatever, man and woman, there's the paperwork. But now they throw in the dynamic of, like, a man and a man who want to get married. And they're just like, well, they kind of wrote down as a woman and a man, so that's invalid. I think it was just a basic invalidity. However, let's turn this pursuit of happiness thing around to everybody else. Okay, so, like, you have the people who are for gay marriage and the people who are against gay marriage. Now, the people who are for gay marriage, the people who are gay and want to get married, it is their right from the pursuit of happiness. The clause here, right there, it's probably not a clause, I'm probably using all these words wrong. Photosynthesis, hypotenuse, probably, I don't know, they are legally entitled to go for their pursuit of happiness. Now, other people, a religious person might say, well, that affects my pursuit of happiness. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, like, portray religious people as retarded. I don't mean to do that. That's just my way of doing impersonations of people. But they're like, well, but that just, well, that ruins my pursuit of happiness. But really, it's just like this 10% to 90% thing. Right now, in this metaphor, the people who are against gay marriage, the people who are making it illegal in any state at all in America, they are taking 90%. That's what they're doing. Because they're allowed to get married. These others are not. Because it's their right as a pursuit of happiness. But that's not okay for the people, the gay people who want to get married, who only get 10%. That's ridiculous. We should all have equal rights. And like, this is ridiculous, and we could turn it around. In fact, we could turn it around even more efficiently and say, hey, we all get 50-50, and it's cool, because 50-50 is a good deal. You can get 50-50 as long as everybody's income is the same. As long as everybody's income is the same, that's cool. Whatever, 50-50, that's cool. And in this case of marriage, everyone's income is the same. That's just what it is. Everybody's income is the same. Is what I'm saying. I'm making a metaphor, and it's beautiful, and you better love me for it. Anyway, so basically, that's my thesis here, is that not allowing one group of people to get married, but not allowing another, that's like the government taking 90%. It's ridiculous, and nobody needs it, and it's unfair. Whereas the government taking 10%, that works. That's a good thing for both the government and for the people. The people are allowed to live. The government's allowed to, like, pay off their debt to China or whoever. I don't know. Egypt? Something? Insert ambiguous country name here. Some people may be wondering why I'm, like, doing this video. Like I said in the beginning, I cannot figure out what to do with this YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't know what kind of channel I want it to be, and I can, like, talk about whatever it is people want me to talk about. But I don't know what kind of channel I want this to be. And so I figured I might try some different topics and different things. And then you could tell me which ones are good and functional. If you want. Now, if you're for gay marriage, or extremely religious, if you're against gay marriage, if you're for restriction of gay marriage, please don't, and if you're subscribed, okay, let me start over. If you are opposed to the idea of gay marriage, and you are subscribed, please don't unsubscribe because of that. Just go in the comments and be like, hey, I don't want this kind of video from you. Do a different kind of video. And I probably will. If I get enough people overall who want me to do different kinds of videos from this, I'll change my ways. But basically, I don't know what I'm doing. So I decided to do something different. And see if anybody likes it. And see if I can gain some subscribers and some likes and some shares, because I need your approval to feel loved. Did I cover all my arguments? I don't know. I'll look over it, and if I didn't, then I'll go back and I'll cover all my arguments. That's what I'm gonna do.